ना कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जशोदनंदन ब्रज जन रंजन जशोदनंदन ब्रज जन रंजन जमुना तीरवनचारी जय कुंज बिहारी जमुना तीरवनचारी जय कुंज जय जमुना तीरवनचारी जय कुंज बिहारी जमुना जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी, जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी, गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। यशोदनन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जना, यशोदनन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जना। जमुनतीरवनचारी जय कुञ्ज बिहारी, जमुनतीरवनचारी जय जय जमुना तीरवनचारी जय कुंज बिहारी। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Madhava Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Shri Radhe. Jayo Nitai Sachinandana Nitai Sachinandana Nitai Sachinandana Gaura Hari. Jaya Prabhupada 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 Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Gurudeva 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 Srila Gurudeva. Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha. Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Lagunatanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padhan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute. Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashatya Deshatarine जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna. Welcome to the Sunday Feast program. My name is Madhava Haridas, and I would like to seek the blessings of everyone assembled here, so I may speak something which will help us advance in the path of bhakti. So today's topic is on the topic of knowledge. So I chose this verse from chapter 5, verse number 18 of the Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So we will read the verse, translation and purport, and then we will discuss a little bit. Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane Gavi Hastini Shuni Chaiva Swapake Cha Pandita Samadarshina Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane Gavihastini Shuni Chaiva Swapake Cha Pandita Samadharshinaha Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane Gavihastini Shuni Chaiva Swapake Cha Pandita Samadharshinaha. Anyone else? Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane Gavihastini Shuni Chaiva Swapake Cha Pandita Samadharshinaha Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane Gavihastini Shuni Chaiva Swapake Cha Pandita Samadarshinaha Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane Gavihastini Shuni Chaiva Swapake Cha Pandita Samadarshinaha Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane Gavihastini Shuni Chaiva Swapake Cha Pandita Samadarshinaha. Okay. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. The humble sages, by virtue of true knowledge, see with equal vision a learned, a cow, an elephant, a dog, and a dog-eater or an outcast. Purport. A Krishna-conscious person does not make any distinction between species or castes. The Brahmana and the outcast may be different from the social point of view, or a dog, a cow, and an elephant may be different from the point of view of species, but these differences of body are meaningless from the viewpoint of a learned transcendentalist. This is due to their relationship to the Supreme, for the Supreme Lord, by his plenary portion as Paramatma, is present in everyone's heart. Such an understanding of the Supreme is real knowledge. As far as the bodies are concerned in different castes or different species of life, the Lord is equally kind to everyone because he treats every living being as a friend, yet maintains himself as Paramatma regardless of the circumstances of the living entities. The Lord as Paramatma is present both in the outcast and in the Brahmana, although the body of a Brahmana and that of an outcast are not the same. The bodies are material productions of different modes of material nature, but the soul and the super soul within the body are of the same spiritual quality. The similarity in the quality of the soul and the super soul, however, does not make them equal in quantity, for the individual soul is present only in that particular body, whereas the Paramatma is present in each and every body. A Krishna conscious person has full knowledge of this, and therefore he is truly learned and has equal vision. The similar characteristics of the soul and the super soul are that they are both conscious, eternal, and blissful. But the difference is that the individual soul is conscious within the limited jurisdiction of the body, whereas the super soul is conscious of all bodies. The super soul is present in all bodies without distinction. Lord Krishna is speaking here in chapter 5. It is called Karma Yoga, action in Krishna consciousness. He is saying, the humble sages, by virtue of true knowledge, see with equal vision a learned and gentle Brahmana, a cow, an elephant, a dog, and a dog-eater or outcast. So, I chose this subject today because in a recent gathering there was the question of the role of knowledge. What is knowledge? What is the purpose of knowledge? So, our scriptures, the Vedic scriptures, Veda, the term means knowledge. So, there are different kinds of knowledge. So, today I want to speak about importance of knowledge. What is real knowledge, and what is its purpose, and what is the real source of knowledge, and finally, what are the effects of knowledge. So, in today's world, we see there are so many problems that are happening, whether at a level of an individual, a family, a society, a country, at an international level. There are always problems. And if you trace back the root, it is due to lack of real knowledge. What is real knowledge? Real knowledge, Srila Prabhupada explains in the purport here, that that is the body of different living entities may be different, but they are all the same, or in other regards, the bodily difference is meaningless from the viewpoint of a learned transcendentalist. Why it is meaningless for the learned transcendentalist? Because of the relationship to the Supreme Lord. by his plenary portion as Paramatma, he is present in everyone's heart. So Lord Krishna is present in everyone's heart. Such an understanding of the Supreme is real knowledge. So to see past the body and to understand that every living entity is a spirit soul, a part and parcel of Krishna, and that Krishna himself is present along with the spirit soul in every body, in every atom, that is the viewpoint of a transcendentalist. They do not make distinction upon the body. They understand that due to various activities in the past and due to the influence of the modes of material nature, different living entities have different kinds of bodies. And those bodies are awarded to them to enjoy or suffer a certain karmic reaction. So the body itself is not the identity of the living entity. But in present day world, the tendency of everyone, especially in the human form of life, is to differentiate based on the body. To think that I am Indian, I am American, I am man, I am woman, I am white, I am black, I am brown, yellow, I am of this religion, I am of that religion. These all fall in the category of ignorance. Janasya moho ayam aham mameti, the Srimad Bhagavatam says. Due to this illusion, one thinks in terms of I and mine. Who am I? We have an understanding that yes, I am this body, and everything connected with this body, my home, my relatives, my children, my wife, in this way, everything mine, they are dear to me. And everything that is not connected to this body is not, I'm not connected with them. They are not mine. So this is the incorrect knowledge. Knowledge doesn't mean just knowing many things. Real knowledge is to understand and to see the presence of God in each and every living entity. Mamaivamsho jivaloke jivabhuta sanatana manashasthani indriyani prakristani chakarshati. Krishna says in the Gita, Mamaivamsho, that Mama Amsha, all living entities are my parts and parcels. And they are eternal. Their present body may be temporary, but the living entity itself is eternal. But these living entities have been given mana and shashthendriyani. They have been given the mind and the senses. And using this mind and senses, the living entities are struggling very hard in the material world. Prakritisthani chakarshati. Ishvaro sarva bhutanam hriddeshe arjuna tisthati brahmayanti sarva bhutani yantra rudhani mayaya. Krishna says again in the Gita that Ishvara, I am present in everyone's heart as the Paramatma. So every living entity, the Paramatma is present. But the tendency of the modern world is to see only in terms of the body. Shri Shri Nitai Sachinandan Dev Bhagavan ki jai. Shri Shri Lakshmi Narasimha Dev Bhagavan ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. To only see the differences. See the differences, and based on that, there is conflict. We see so many conflicts where innocent people are getting killed. Just for what purpose? For some land, for some resources. The law of economics is that there are a finite amount of resources. But the mind's tendency is to enjoy unlimitedly. So consequently, there is conflict. If one is in real understanding, this understanding of the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, that everyone is a part and parcel of Krishna, everyone is Krishna's child, then where is the question of conflict? Ishavasyamidam sarvam yatkincha jagatyam jagat tena tyaktena bhunjita magrata kasyasvidvanam. Ishopanishad says that everything is the property of God. And one should learn to be satisfied with that which has been allotted to oneself and not desire another person's property. That is the correct understanding. Present day conflicts happen due to lack of this understanding. Mata paradhareshu paradravyeshu loshtravat atmavat sarva bhuteshu yaha pashyati sa panditaha. Chanakya Pandit, a very great scholar, Brahmana, he said this. If one can see Mata Paradhareshu, if one can see another's wife as his own mother, Paradravyeshu Loshtravat, another's property as simply dirt or stones. Atmavat Sarva Bhuteshu, to see another person, living entity, has his own self. One who can see in that manner is the real Pandit. So you see that same thing, Pandita Samadarshinaha. A Pandit sees in equal terms. So there is even conflict based on so-called religion, right? They say, my God is better than your God. How can there be so many gods? Gods means he is the source of everything. There is only one God. Whether we call him by this name or that name, he is only one person. Just like a rose may be called as a rose in English. In Hindi, it could be called as something else. In Tamil, it could be called as something else, right? But they all indicate the same thing. So even in purpose of, or even in the name of religion, when this bodily consciousness pervades, there is conflict. But one has to understand what is religion. Religion comes from the Latin word religior. Religior means to connect with God. That's the purpose, that's the definition of religion. Dharmam tu sakshat bhagavat pranitam. The laws of religion are established by the Supreme Lord himself. This word dharma is often translated in a very narrow sense. My dharma. Dharma actually means, the Sanskrit word dharma means constitutional position or nature. Like for example, the dharma of sugar is to be sweet. You cannot separate that property from that entity. So sugar is always sweet. That is its dharma. That is its nature. Similarly, the dharma of the living entity is to serve and to love God, because we are his part and parcel. Just like the finger serves the body, similarly, we are part and parcel of Krishna, and our dharma, our constitutional position is to serve Krishna. And if we see that every other living entity is also connected with Krishna, then we will love everyone. Universal brotherhood cannot happen unless we acknowledge the universal Father, that is Krishna. So, one has to understand this. Then there is no question of conflict. And the unfortunate situation of the world is that due to greed, we want more and more and more. And there is discrimination based on these bodily features. Like in America, if you go to somebody's house and there is a dog and you kick the dog, the dog will start crying. Oh, oh, like that. And people will say, oh, my dear, poor little thing. Huh? What is happening? Right? And if you kick the dog, you may as well declare war on that person, because they will sue you. In fact, they will arrest you, because it is against the law to kick the dog. But in this very same country, there are hundreds and millions of animals that are slaughtered every day for the sake of nutrition. So they say, oh, you are vegetarian, how are you getting your protein? They are always asking this. The elephant is the largest animal on the planet, right? In the land, at least. It is the largest animal. Where is the elephant getting its protein? Is it going and eating other animals? No, it's living on plants. So for the sake of the tongue, these animals are slaughtered in the millions. And there is no repercussions. They say, oh, they are just an animal. So why this difference between the dog and the cow? Real knowledge, as it says here, that learned transcendentalist sees with an equal vision. He sees on the platform of the soul. The Atma is present. And he also sees the Supreme Lord present with the Atma in the same body as Paramatma. So this is the Vedic culture. This is real knowledge. And is today Easter? Or yes. So Lord Jesus Christ, what is the first commandment? Is that to love the Lord with all one's heart, body and mind. Sanatana Dharma means, Sanatan means eternal. Eternal Dharma teaches us to love God and to love all living entities as part and parcel of God. According to time, place and circumstance, the message may be adjusted so that the audience may understand it. But Jesus Christ, according to the place he appeared, he taught the very same thing, to love the Lord with all one's heart, body and soul. But unfortunately, even in our so-called bastion of Vedic culture, that is in India, this philosophy is not practiced, right? In people, even our own family, if one takes to Krishna consciousness, right, they are opposed. They say, you perform some dakshina, give some dakshina, do some prayers, but not so much. Don't sit and chant and don't sit and worship the Lord. You can do that later. Like there are people who say, if you don't take advantage of the material assets you have, then you are wasting your life. But what is the biggest asset you have? One is that you have a human form of life. Ahar nidra bhayamaitunam cha samanya etat pashubhi naranam dharmo hi tesham adigo vishesho dharmena hina pashubhi samanah. Mahabharata says this, that eating, mating, sleeping, defending, these are all qualities that is common to human beings and animals. But what makes human beings so special? Dharma. Dharmo hi tesham adigo vishesho. Visheshaha. This is very special about human beings, that they have the ability to inquire into the absolute truth. And if dharma is absent, if this inquiry is absent, dharmena hina means it is absent, pashubhi samanaha. It is animal life. This is very, very important, that the purpose of human life is to inquire into the absolute truth. Athato Brahma Jijnasa. The Vedanta Sutras say this, that now that you have a human form of life, inquire into the absolute truth. So, When people say, oh, you don't need to perform religion, when you become old, then you do this. They do not understand. Ayush harati vai pumsam, udhyan astam cha yannasho, tatsyarte yatchano nita, uttama shloka vartaya. Srimad Bhagavatam says, with every rising and setting of the sun, the lifespan of all living entities are cut short. It is reducing by 1 day. Tasyarte, therefore, yat shanonita, at all moments, one should uttama shloka vartaya. One should hear about and chant the glories of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. We celebrate birthdays, right? Birthday is not the day of the birth, it is the anniversary of the birth, right? We celebrate it. There are two ways to look at it. This is so many years since your birth, or you can see in the other way also. This is so many years to your death, right? Like if I am going from here to Corvallis, you can see I have traveled so many miles. Corvallis. What is my next life going to be? If that inquiry is absent, dharmena hina pashubi samana. When you're of my karma, you take care of your dharma. Right? I will do my karma, you practice your dharma. To that the Bhagavatam also says this. Right? That if your karma nehayat karma dharmaya na viragaya kalpate na tirthapada sevaya jivan api mritopi saha, that your karma should lead to dharma. Or in other words, by performing your occupational duties, you should come to the platform of your constitutional position of service. But it doesn't end there. Na viragaya kalpate. The end result or the sign of developing in dharma is that one develops detachment, vairagya, from sense enjoyment. If that is not happening, then your dharma, practice of dharma is also not proper. It doesn't end there also. Na tirthapada sevaya. If your vairagya or detachment from material things doesn't lead to tirthapada seva, to the service, to rendering service unto the tirthapadas or to the great devotees, then jivan api mritopi saha, then you are as good as dead. Very strong statements, but this is the result. There is a purpose to life. So, this is the importance of knowledge. Now we have to see, as today is Easter, Lord Jesus Christ said another thing. You can come to me hot or you can be cold. But if you are lukewarm, I will spit you out. So there are people who want to do some dharma, some this. Make sure the bases are covered. But they are rejected by the transcendentalists. Life's purpose is to engage in service unto the Supreme Lord. Swanushtidasya dharmasya samsiddhir haritoshanam. Lord Krishna should be pleased by our activities. That is the purpose of all occupational duties. So, let's analyze what is real knowledge. Martin Luther King said this, that the problem with modern world is that we have guided missiles and misguided men. We have guided missiles and we think that is advancement. Look at us, pinpoint accuracy, we can hit it. But that is just another way to kill a person. Death will come on its own. Why do you need to accelerate the process? We have guided missiles and misguided men. Those who are sitting with the buttons, they don't have guidance. They are misguided. So we have to understand what is real knowledge. Scientific advancement. We can say, yes, We are so advanced now. So many facilities exist. But still, the tendency to act like on the animalistic platform is still there. Eating, mating, sleeping, defending. The entire world revolves around this thing. Look at every advertisement you see on the television. It is on these 4 topics. Eating, mating, sleeping, defending. That is all they care about. So, real knowledge, Lord Shiva explains. Shreyashamiha sarvesham, nishreyasam yat param. Right? He says, Shreyasam iha sarvesham. So, Lord Shiva talks about it in the Srimad Bhagavatam, in the 4th canto, that I want to make sure I read the translation properly. 4th canto, chapter 24, verse 75. Shreyasham iha sarvesham jnanam nishreyasham param sukham tharati dushparam jnananor vyasanarnavam. In this material world, there are different types of achievement, but of all of them, the achievement of knowledge is considered to be the highest, because one can cross the ocean of nescience only on the boat of knowledge. Otherwise, the ocean is impassable. So that is the function of real knowledge, is to take us across this material existence. And that is the Shreyas, real benefit. So Krishna says in the Gita, Janma karma cha me divyam evam yo veti tatvatah tyaktva deham punarjanma na eti mameti suharjuna. That the appearance, my appearance and activities, they are divyam, they are divine. One who understands them in truth does not take birth again in this material world. So the purpose of human life is to understand Krishna. Right? One should utilize this knowledge. One should know the purpose of knowledge. There is the story of 4 students. They had gone to a teacher, and the teacher had taught them a lot of different subjects. So they graduated from the teacher's school. Out of these 4, one was not so bright. Right? He couldn't quote scripture. He couldn't make intelligent arguments. So the other 3 had a very low opinion of this student, but they would keep him with them, right? As a, useful, they thought, useful idiot, right? It's good to have him around. So they were coming back to their native place, and on the road, by the road, they were traveling through the forest. They saw the skeleton of an animal. So the first student said, by my knowledge, I can restore the missing parts of this animal. So there was only a skeleton lying. So he, chanted some mantras, and he gave the muscles and skin and mucus and all those bodily elements to that animal. So the next one didn't want to be outdone. He said, by my education, I can supply the vital bodily fluids to this animal, to this dead animal. So he chanted some mantras, and blood appeared, all the bodily fluids appeared, right? And it began to take shape. It has taken a shape. And the third student was about to speak. And the 4th student said, no, stop. Look at this thing. It's the body of a lion. Let's not go further with this. But the 3rd student said, get lost. He didn't want to be lesser than the other 2. He said, by my power, I can restore life to this lion. So the 4th student, let me go some distance before you do that. Give me 5 minutes. So he went and climbed a tree. And the 3rd student life into the lion. As soon as the lion came to life, he saw these 3 idiots standing there. He attacked them because he was hungry. He attacked them, killed them. So what is the purpose of their knowledge? What is the use of their knowledge? The very knowledge that they had destroyed them. The fourth one didn't know so many things, but he knew what is the purpose of knowledge. Yavannartha udapane sarvata samplutotake tavan sarveshu vedeshu brahmanasya vijanataha. Lord Krishna says that whatever function a small well can satisfy can be fulfilled by a large body of water. Similarly, all the purpose of the entire Vedic literature is known to one who knows the purpose behind the Vedas. It is not enough that you know a lot of slokas. You should know why those slokas exist. Vedeshcha sarver ahameve vedyaha. Krishna says the entire purpose of Vedic literature is to understand me, to know me. If we miss that point, then our education has no value. So, one should know, one should have knowledge, one should know how to apply that knowledge. What is the purpose of that knowledge? Unfortunate situation of today's world is there are so many scientists, but they only make better and better bombs. How many useful things have they created? So oftentimes is misguided men, right? Oh, I heard there is an atom bomb that can destroy the earth 10 times over. Why 10 times? Isn't once enough? But they thought, okay, America made this, I will make this. Like that, there was an arms race, right? So, we come to this next point, the source of knowledge. What is the source of knowledge? What is the real source of knowledge? Krishna says in the Gita, Evam parampara praptam imam rajarshayo viduhu sakalene hamahata yogo nashtah parantapa. That this system of knowledge is received in parampara, in disciplic succession. One may question, why not I can't read the Vedas? I'll read the Vedas and understand myself. No, if you do that, then you will not get the real thing. Just like by reading some medical books, you cannot become a doctor. To become a doctor, you need to go to a university. You need to train under a qualified doctor. You need to study the books, but you also need to have training. Otherwise, it is not considered bona fide. You don't go to a surgery to your neighbor's garage, and the garage is filled with books, and the neighbor says, I have read all these medical books. Come to me, I will do the surgery. You don't do that. Why? Because he is not trained. If that is the case with your health, how can you give your spiritual future to some person who says some flowery language, who has no training? People very much believe any WhatsApp message they get forwarded. Just because it's written, they think, oh, it must be true. Right? That is the situation. So one should know where is the source of knowledge. There is a story of a Native American chief. Okay. So once the existing chief had passed away. So the Native American community elected whom they thought as the next qualified person to be their chief. So one of the roles the chief plays is to guide the community across, various situations that may come. So as soon as he became chief, all the followers, they came and said, Chief, how is the weather going to be? Is this time the cold season, the winter season, how is it going to be? Is it going to be very bad or okay? How is it going to be? So that's one of the qualities that the chief is supposed to possess. The chief didn't know that. So he thought, he said, gather some firewood. The winter season is going to be bad. He just made that statement to keep them occupied. So they went and started collecting firewood. In the meantime, he had some knowledge. So he went to town and called the meteorological department. Right? They can predict the climate. So he called, how is the winter going to be? So the meteorological department said, hold on. And they came back on the line and said, winter is going to be bad. Okay, so chief came back And the followers asked, we have collected wood. Is this enough? The chief said, winter is going to be bad. Collect more firewood. So they started collecting more firewood. And the chief wasn't sure, is this much enough? So he again went to town and he called the meteorological department and he said, so any latest data? And they said, winter is going to be really, really bad this time. So the chief went back and again he told his followers, collect more firewood. And they were collecting huge amounts of firewood because the chief is saying that. Finally, the chief again wanted to be really, really sure. So he went again to the town and called the meteorological department and said, so are you sure? Huh? And they said, yes, winter is going to be extremely bad. And the chief got a doubt. How do you know this? And the meteorological department said, can't you see the Native Americans are gathering firewood? So, this is the nature of knowledge, that we all depend on each other. What we hear from somebody sends a WhatsApp message, that must be true, because I know this person. He has forwarded me this message, then it must be true. This is our situation. But real knowledge is there. Parampara praptam. The words of Krishna are present in the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, in the Srimad Bhagavatam. That is the real source of knowledge. And what is the function of knowledge? We should understand this. So knowledge has 4 outcomes. The first outcome is information. Usually people are stuck at this. Even in religious circles, they just have information. Krishna appeared in Mathura, Krishna went to Vrindavan, Krishna did these things. That is nice. That is information. Many people are stuck in that level. But the next step of knowledge is realization. Realized knowledge is higher than theoretical knowledge. If somebody tells you sugar is sweet, you may understand, okay, sugar is sweet, right? You may be able to sort of like imagine what that means. But if you taste that sugar, you know what sugar is, how sugar tastes like. That is realized knowledge. You have experience. Huh? So that is higher. There should be some realization. Even higher than that stage is when knowledge leads to purification. It should purify the heart. Unwanted things should go away as a result of knowledge, not multiplied. Tatha rajastamo bhava kama lobhadayaschaye cheta etam anavidham stitam sattve prasidati. That when one takes to real knowledge, spiritual knowledge, then all the unwanted things from the heart are driven away. The effects of rajas and tamas, passion and ignorance, which is manifested in the form of kama, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya, krodha, right? Lust, anger, greed, illusion, madness, these are all driven away. The heart is cleansed. This is even higher, where there is purification of the heart. And the final, highest stage of knowledge is when there is transformation. Transformation means the person changes, right? So first stage is information, second stage is realization, third stage is purification, fourth stage is transformation. These is the steps we have to take. We have to see, by acquiring this knowledge, is my character changing? Then we can be sure. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, and I will end with this, there is a very nice statement. Aho bhata swapacho ato gariyan yajjihwagre vartate namatubhyam tepus tapaste juhuvu shashnurarya brahmanuchur nama grananti ete. The translation is, oh, how glorious are they whose tongues are chanting your holy name. Even if born in the families of dog eaters, such persons are worshipable. Persons who chant the holy name of your Lordship must have executed all kinds of austerities and fire sacrifices and achieved all the good manners of the Aryans. To be chanting the holy name of your Lordship, they must have bathed at holy places of pilgrimage, studied the Vedas, and fulfilled everything required. So to chant the holy names of the Lord, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This is not an ordinary thing. The Bhagavatam is saying such people have already executed all kinds of austerities. They have studied the Vedas. No matter what their background is, to be chanting the holy name, they are very, very special. It doesn't matter what one's background is, what one's present condition is. All we have to do is utilize this human form of life in the pursuit of real knowledge, to chant the holy names of God, to develop real love for Him. That is the purpose of human life. Samsiddhir Haritoshanam. Lord Hari should be pleased with us. Then this human life is successful. That is the purpose of knowledge. Okay, I'll conclude here. Now we get to practice what we learned. So chant the holy names with your heart, body. Utilize every resource you have in chanting the holy name. Dance, right? Krishna consciousness is very, very happy process. There is chanting, dancing, and feasting. So who can say no to that, right? So my request, if you are not chanting already, please start chanting Hare Krishna. This is the Yuga Dharma. Kalau tat Hari Kirtanat. This is the Yuga Dharma. So please start chanting. If you are chanting, chant attentively and increase the number of rounds. Okay? Thank you very much. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripasindubhyascha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo. Hare Krishna. Okay, so Jai Satchidananda Prabhu is instructing me to see if anybody has any questions or comments. Okay.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So we're standing in front of the Lord. So humbly request everybody to put their full attention on the deities and chant the holy name, like Prabhu said.
Hare Krishna. Jai Sri Nitaya Satyanandana Bhagavan ki jai. Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nite Namine Namo Bhutale Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschato Desatarine. Haribol, Hare Krishna, Haribol. Gauravani Pracha गौर हरि बोल। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण। हरि बोल गौर हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्णा कृष्ण हरे 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 राम हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 राम हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण। Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Nitya Sachinandana Gaura Hare, Nitya Sachinandana, Nitya Sachinandana Gaura. Nitya Sachinandana Gaura Hare, Nitya Sachinandana. Nitya Sachinandana Gaura Hare, Nitya Sachinandana Gaura Hare, Nitya Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Nitya Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari. जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल 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 नेताय 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 गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल नेताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल नेताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल जय विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राज गचर अष्टोत्तर शिष्मत अभय चरणारविंद भक्ति विदन स्वामी श्री प्रभुपाद जी महाराज के नितला प्रजय विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राज गचर अष्टोत्तर शिष्मत भक्ति सिद्ध श्री ठाकुर गोसाई प्रभुपाद महाराज की जय गुरु परंपरा की जय षड गोसाई प्रभुगण की जय प्रेम से कहो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसति गौर भक्त वृंद की जय गंगा माय जमुना माय की जय भक्ति देवी तुलसी महारानी की जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव भक्त वृंद की जय श्री श्री निताय सच्चिदानंद भगवान की जय श्री श्री निताय सच्चिदानंद गौर हरि भगवान की जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य महाप्रभु की जय श्री श्री कृष्ण बलराम भगवान की जय श्री श्री राधा माधव वृंद की जय श्री श्री राधा श्याम सुंदर भगवान की जय श्री श्री नृसिंह भगवान प्रहलाद महाराज की जय जगन्नाथ बलभद्र सुदर महारानी की जय चक्र संजीव की जय मायापुर नवद्वीप धाम की जय वृंदावन मथुरा धाम की जय जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय इसका समस्त आचार्य गुरु वृंद की जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव भक्त वृंद की जय समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की जय निताय गौर सीतनाथ प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल ऑल ग्लोरीज टू द एटर्नल डिवोटी हरे कृष्णा ऑल ग्लोरीज टू द एटर्नल डिवोटी हरे कृष्णा ऑल ग्लोरीज टू ऑल ग्लोरीज टू गुरु एंड गौरांग ऑल ग्लोरीज टू प्रभुपाद की जय
Thank you. Namaste Narasimhaya Namaste Narasimhaya Namaste Narasimhaya Praladaladaine Praladaladaine हिरण्याकाशी पूर्वक्षः पूर्वक्षः हिरण्याकाशी पूर्वक्षः शीलातङ्कारनखालाये शीलातङ्कारनखालाये इतो नरसिंहा परतो नरसिंहा इतो नरसिंहा परतो नरसिंहा परतो नरसिंहा यातो यातो यामि ततो नरसिंहा यातो यामि ततो नरसिंहा यातो यातो यामि ततो नरसिंहा बाहे नरसिंहा हृदये नरसिंहा बाहे नरसिंहा हृदये नरसिंहा नरसिंहमदिं शरणं प्रपदे नरसिंहमदिं शरणं प्रपदे तव करकमलवरे नखामद्भुतशृङ्गार दलिता हिरण्याकशिपु तनुबिङ्गा केशवदिता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे तव करकमलवरे नाथा अद्भुतशृङ्गार दलिता हिरण्यकशिपु तनुबिङ्गा जय केशवदिता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय केशवदिता जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय केशवदिता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय केशवदिता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय केशवदिता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे Jaya Jagadisha Hare, Jaya Jagadisha Hare, Jaya Keshavadita Nara Hare, Jagadisha Hare, Jagadisha Hare, Jaya Narsimhadev, 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 Jaya Narsimhadev. Jaya Narsimhadev, 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 Jaya Narsimhadev. Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada, 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 Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Srila Gurudev. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaura Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaura Hari Bol. विघ्न विनाशक श्री लक्ष्मी नरसिंहदेव भगवान की, भक्त शिरोमणि प्रहलाद महाराज की, जगत गुरु श्री प्रभुपाद की, गौर प्रेमानंद हरि।
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Shanitai Sachidanand Dev ki jai, Shri Lakshmi Narasimha Bhagwan ki jai, Shrimati Vrinda Devi ki jai, Shri Guru Parampara ki jai, His Divine Grace Shri Laisi Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai, Shri Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyeva cha Titanam Pavnebhyo Vaishnavyo Namo Namah. The deities look beautiful. Reminds me of spring, you know, the yellow and the green and the golden sun behind it. The winter months seem like they're passing. So, very nice. Thank you. Thank you to the pujaris for wonderful dressing and service. So, let's see, upcoming announcements. Anything in particular you want me to think of? Yeah, anything. We're going to be thinking about Ram Navami, which is on a Tuesday, and we'll kind of have discussions, you know, whether we do it on the Tuesday or do it on a Sunday. So we'll kind of come up with a plan. Lots been going on recently, so kind of missed out on some of this. So that's occurring. We're going to have visits of, it's kind of nice, we have, well, it's not kind of nice, it is nice. We have visits of a lot of esteemed Vaishnavas coming through. So just so I don't get it wrong, I have it on my phone. So His Grace Hari Parshad Prabhuji is going to visit from Wednesday the 24th through the subsequent Tuesday inclusive on the 30th. There are home programs, there's temple programs, so please make time to join this wonderful Vaishnava. He's very sweet and very gentle, exemplary behavior, and we'll all be uplifted by his association. So please come for that. So once again, that's from Wednesday the 24th through Tuesday the 30th. Okay, So there will be a temple program on Sunday, but other days will be home programs at various devotees' home. If you can't host, if you weren't able to host this time, maybe next time. So don't get disappointed, just go to the programs. And then the day after he leaves, Wednesday, April 1st, is I think Dwarkadish Prabhuji from Chaupati, who him and his wife apparently have a desire to speak about Grihastha Ashram. So I think there'll be a home program on that day as well. And then I think we have a little bit of a break in visiting, and then on 10th, 11th, 12th, His Grace Kirtan Premi Prabhuji will be here. So we'll have Kirtan programs at the temple on those days. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, long temple programs, so come join for that. And then subsequent week, His Grace Chaitanya Charan Prabhu will be coming from 14th, 15th, 16th. Those will be various home programs most likely as well. And I think that's it for the next 2 months. So there'll be lots of nice... Summer months are usually the time when visiting devotees come because of weather, and excursions from India are more feasible as well. So try to be there for that event. I wanted to say that, forgot in prior announcements that Sachin Prabhuji is here. As you know, he's the good husband of Prerna Mataji and their wonderful children, Sankalp and Madhava. So he's just here for a short time, right? Like a month or something. And family is doing well. I think most of us know their family very closely. Sankalp from his birth. So thank you, Prabhu, for coming and being present. And it's always nice to see you and your family. And so the other couple, that Damodar Krishna Prabhu and Shameshwari Mataji, is she here? I thought it's Hare Krishna. They just came back from a visit to India, right? You were in Juhu? And oh wow, so pretty long, multiple places. You were there for like a month and a half or something? Nice. The Guru Maharaj was, His Holiness Giriraj Swami was also in India and traveling like a lot. So that's nice to see that he's able to do that. Wonderful. Am I missing somebody else who came back from India? If I am, please let me know. No? So let's welcome them back with a loud Hari Bol. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Thank you very much. Any birthdays or anniversaries that I'm missing? Ah, Suhas. Happy birthday. How old are you going to be now? 18. You're a senior now, right? You're a senior. Yes. Soon college, huh? Hopefully we'll see you more. If Gopal and Rama are an example, you'll be coming back frequently. And we're very happy about that. I know their parents are too, and our congregation is as well. And Aditi, it's nice to see you back as well. We've had spring break, so a lot of our college students, our devotees are coming, and they have a love for chanting the holy name. So, we have Shri Chinnatai Sachananda on the altar. What do they teach? Yuga Dharma, chanting the holy name. So it's nice. I hope and pray that you will all find jobs in the greater Portland area and can, as you grow older and you have your own families, exemplary for the entire congregation and for the next generation. I was seeing Gopika and Ovia playing Kartal, and I was very happy to see the next generation coming along too. So that's very nice. The desire tree of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu continues as long as we're connected to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's personal example of Vaishnava Seva, compassion for all living beings, and taste for the holy name. So let's keep that going. Any anniversaries other than birthday of Suhas Prabhu? I see, yes. You're an encyclopedia of birthdays and appearances. I heard you have a photographic memory for those sorts of things and other things. So who is it this time around? Nitya's birthday on April 4th. Nitya, you're very quiet. How many years is it going to be? 11. Wow. I remember you when we were at the old temple and you first started playing kartal. I think I have a video recording of that, and you were just tiny baby. So, congratulations. Very sweet devotee and very wonderful family. And any other birthdays? So let's appreciate their birthdays with a loud Haribol. Haribol, Haribol, Haribol. Devotees seem tired today. I think just lots of programs and lots going on. So, so you've been here before? Tell me your name again, I'm sorry. What is it? Prema Manjari. Remind me where are you from? His Holiness Bir Krishna Goswami Maharaj is, yes, I was just speaking to him. He's in Australia right now. So I really was happy to see you come in, and your joy at hearing the Harinam was really nice. I mean, that's what devotees live for, right? I mean, that picks us up. So welcome. Are you just visiting, or are you? Where do you go to school? Oh, wonderful. I think there's a Mataji here. I saw her. She's, yes. Do you know each other? She graduated from Portland State. So maybe you can sit together doing prasadam and get to know each other and help each other, give association. Please engage those that are in Portland State to also be, part of the gathering. Okay, I think we're ready at this point for prasadam. Is that right? And then I think probably Ram, you guys will do, and Aditi will do kirtan, continue with kirtan after the prasadam.